Have you ever had a teacher with so little common sense that being right got you punished? My math teacher, Mr. Ashby, had one rule he repeated almost every class. Math isn't magic. If you can't show me every step, you didn't do the problem. At first, everyone nodded. I stopped nodding after he accused me. I've always been strange about numbers. While my friends watched shows, I did puzzle books under my desk lamp, memorized squares up to 40, and learned tricks off math forums for fun. My dad joked that I could split a restaurant bill faster than the waiter could print it. So when Mr. Ashby assigned a 20-problem unit test on quadratics, I was genuinely excited. I finished in half the time, checked everything twice, and turned it in feeling good for the first time all semester. 2 days later, he called me up after class. He held my test with 2 fingers like it was evidence from a crime scene. "Rowan," he said, "where did you get these answers?" "I solved them." He shook his head. "Nobody skips this many steps and lands on the right number. I did them in my head. Or you read the back of the book." I offered to redo any problem right there on his whiteboard. He didn't even look up. Instead, he wrote a giant 0 across the top until the honor board reviewed it. The worst part wasn't the grade. It was how everyone looked at me afterward. Suddenly, people got quiet whenever I raised my hand. Even my lab partner asked, "Did you actually copy that?" For the next test, I decided to show everything. Every step, every line. I wrote out arithmetic a 3rd grader could do. It took me the entire period, and it felt like I was pretending to be someone else. When he handed it back, I got a C-. His comment read, "Work this mechanical suggests transcription. Explain the change." I couldn't believe it. "So, doing it fast is suspicious," I said after class. "But doing it slow is suspicious too." He crossed his arms. Students hiding a source usually overcorrect. There was literally no winning. A few weeks later, he announced a surprise quiz. No calculators, no phones, no textbooks, desks pulled apart. 6 problems, 40 minutes, and he stood in the aisle right beside me the whole time. Numbers are the one thing I am good at, so I finished with 15 minutes left and used them to check my work. When the quizzes came back, everyone around me was comparing grades. Mine had a huge red F. Written underneath was one sentence: "See me immediately." I walked to his desk, already knowing what was coming. "You memorized the answer key," he said. "What? Nobody works that clean under pressure." I actually laughed because I thought he was joking. He wasn't. I pointed at the floor beside my desk. "You stood right there, you watched my hand move. That doesn't prove you didn't memorize it." I stared at him, completely speechless. Then I went home and told my mom everything. She didn't storm into the school. Instead, she came up with a better idea. The next morning, she met with the principal and Mr. Ashby. She carried a folder